Miss Joey, aka Miss Trying to Figure It Out Loud. Good morning, or good afternoon, should I say. I'm getting ready for work right now. I don't have long. Oh my goodness. So you guys, last night I did a get ready with me jumpsuit tryout because I had gotten a wide leg jumpsuit and I really wanted to try it out, see how I would wear it when the time comes. And and I think it turned out pretty cute. So hopefully you guys will get a chance to see that. And I think the little bag is just adorable. Oh my goodness. It just kind of shows how much too that you can do with your natural hair. I mean, it doesn't have to be a whole lot. As you see in that video, it's just slicked back with some gel and conditioner. I had conditioner in it. Oh, wow. So I slept pretty good. Oh my goodness. So last night I was thinking, my air conditioning, like I kept telling you guys in my last few videos or a couple videos, it's hot, you know, and just thinking because it's hot outside. So last night I was downstairs and doing stuff and I'm like, it's just ridiculously hot. Like wasn't necessarily real hot down there, but when I came up here for something, I was like, it's just too muggy. Like, what is going on? So I happened to really look at my thermostat because it's the digital kind, and it kept flashing low battery. I mean, here I am flipping fuses. I was doing all kind of stuff thinking, what is going on here? But changed the battery. I had to find some. I had to take them out the remote because that's one thing you guys need to keep batteries. I had like a ton of 9V. I was like, what do I have these 9Vs for? I mean, I can use those in my smoke detectors and stuff, but I'm like, oh my goodness. So I need to get the right size batteries while I'm off so I can actually put fresh batteries in it because I took them from a remote downstairs and just to, you know, get me by until I can get to the store and get a pack of batteries, and then I'll have fresh ones in there. But I was like, oh my goodness. So yeah, it was flashing low battery and I didn't even realize it because I never really stopped just to look at my thermostat. So I ended up making that cauliflower linguine like I said I was gonna make. I took a picture of it and I'll put it at the end of this video. So it was really, really good and it was filling. I was a little worried at first because after the cauliflower pasta got done, it was looking clumpy almost. And I was like, oh my goodness, this pasta's in a knot. But I just kind of, I don't want to say the texture of the pasta was a little different. It just seemed extra starchy. You know how you get starchy pasta water? The water was like that, but like extra, and it was like the noodles were like almost stuck together. But once I broke them up and I put a little plant butter, I just used Country Crock plant butter. I also used Earth Balance, but I didn't have any of that. But I did have the Country Crock plant butter, so I used a little bit of that and just tried to break it up some, and it tasted really good. I have no complaints about it. So I enjoyed it, and the sauce that I made with just a tomato basil sauce, and I used the Gardein plant-based grounds. So yeah, and chopped an onion, and fresh garlic. I would have put some jalapeno because you guys know I'm spicy. I like it hot. But I actually didn't want to bother with it. I was like, this is enough. And I did put some nutritional yeast because I still have nutritional yeast. It's almost gone. I need to order some, get some more, pick some more up or something. But So yeah, I'm very pleased. It was delicious. And I don't know what happened, but or how it happened, but I woke up. I was like, I'm still kind of full. Like, what was I doing? I had fixed some breadsticks. I didn't have just one. I had two. So, but it's okay. So yeah, again, I'll put that at the end of this video. It's mascara on. What time is it? So I'm gonna be getting my coffee and stuff at work again. Coffee and some snacks. Just because I'm pressed on time, I don't have time to be in the refrigerator for anything. Yesterday I did end up grabbing a granola. I had granola bar, and you guys know, I've told you guys I like to put my yogurts in the freezer because they're kind of like an ice cream treat. So I grabbed a yogurt from the freezer that I had in there for my lunch specifically, and took that. And I was at work for a minute before it was still like frozen, and it was really good. It was really good. The consistency of it changes where it's kind of like an ice cream treat, so I really enjoy that. Sometimes my eyelashes just, even if I put mascara on, they just are kind of stubborn. And it's part of it is just this mascara too. I told you guys I'm not gonna buy this one again. I mean, it's okay just to get me by until I can get something that really works for me. It might work for you. It just doesn't work for me. I mean, if you're looking for something that actually, goodness, does stay on, it stays on all right. I probably get this stuff off, but I haven't even had it long. Yeah, my dressing table from last night, it is just, oh my Lord. Stuff is, I'm about to have an avalanche of makeup and hair products falling off this damn table. Now, I'll straighten it up when I get home later on tonight. This is my 8-hour shift. So, as it is looking crazy. So, let me get my hair pulled back. Take the time to flip these little gloves in the right side so that keep getting new gloves. I got about 1,000 pair of gloves that are just perfectly fine. I've only used once. I've stuck them in a baggie because I was too rushed to pull them and put them in the, you know, on the right side. Joy. Throw my watch on. I was watching this news clips yesterday, and it's not funny, but it's just something about, okay, so they had this lady who did, I don't know if it's called a hit and run or not in this case. She killed 2 people. And she was, when they pulled her over, she was a young lady too. Very pretty, seemed like she was just a nice young lady, but she just had too much to drink. And I'm like, y'all can't be, I know back in the day when I used to drink, and I was young, I know. I used to be going out and then getting behind the wheel, but you know, that's just not, you can't do it. You just can't. It's not worth what could happen. So she, at first she said, they were like, were you leaving this bar? Because she was in front of a bar, and she was like, no, I wasn't leaving the bar. And she was like, I was coming here. And he was like, well, you know, they told her that she's gonna have to take a field sobriety test, and that she eventually they told her that she did hit someone. And she admitted at first. She was like, I think I hit. No, she said one person hit me. That's what she said. And so they eventually, you know, corrected her. They were like, no, you hit 2 people. One person did not hit you. You hit 2 people. And so they went on and did some stuff, and they were out there for a long time. Went back to the car to talk to her. And they said, we just want to let you know those 2 people are deceased on the scene. And she was like, no, I didn't hit 2 people. I hit 1 person. You know, she was just trying to have that debate. I was like, honey, I don't even know what I would do with myself if I was in that situation. And then, you know, but be told that I hit 2 people and they were deceased. I mean, that's kind of, if you know about the law, and you know, if you're in your kind of in your right frame of mind, you know what that means. You're going away. You're going to jail. You're going to, you know, that's it. And so, and she just struck me as the type that, you know, she probably never imagined she would ever go to jail for anything. So, they went on, and they, you know, she still wouldn't agree, or, you know, that she hit 2 people. She still didn't want to hear it. She kept saying she just hit 1. It don't matter if you hit 1, 2, 3, or 5. You know, somebody's dead. You killed people getting behind the wheel like that. So she probably couldn't have been any more than 23. And I was just like, wow. That's how things can just change in just a second. They showed her car. Her car was mangled, and they had to block out the front of her car because she still had the person, one of the people, was hanging off, I believe, off the front. Yeah. But so then they took her, because they were like, telling her, they're like, that she did the test. And they were telling her, your car is pretty mangled up. Do you need to get checked out? Are you hurt? And she was saying, no, she's not hurt. And so, but after all was said and done, when they told her that she killed 2 people, they went on and took her. But I guess before they take you to jail, maybe they take you and you get checked out anyway. And they had a camera in there. And then they had an officer in there with her. And she's singing songs. She's flipping, just like not a care in the world. And I could tell, and she's still a little intoxicated too, I could tell, but she's just singing. She doesn't have a clue that she's getting ready to go get locked up. And just not a care in the world, y'all. And she's laying on the table, laying back, having just a conversation, with the officer, and he is videotaping her, and just like, what on earth? Like, it did not, like, usually, like, y'all, when I did drink, if something happened that wasn't right, under any circumstances, I would sober up like that. Like, and if somebody was to tell me, look, you just had an accident, you hit 2 people and they're dead, I don't care how much I would have, like, I would sober up. She never did, y'all. She was up there on the little table, getting ready to get examined, just to make sure she was okay, and she's singing and just clapping, having a good time, and, laying, and got her feet, the way she had her feet and legs propped up, it's just like, just not a care in the world. It just didn't register. And I'm like, you know what? I feel for her when she does sober up, because she's going to realize that her whole life changed just like that. It's just not worth it. I look back at some of the stupid stuff I did when I was you know, at that age where I was young, going out all the time, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm alive. Like, you know, you don't think like that when you're young. You just, you know, you just want, she probably is a good person. She probably just wanted to have fun. When they were talking to her before they took her to the station, they were asking her, you know, if she works, and she said, yeah, she was a waitress. She was waitressing at one of the, I think a steakhouse or something like that. But I was just like, this young girl just threw her whole life away. Like, I'm like, when she comes to, she's going to be devastated to find out she killed 2 people and didn't even know. And then sometimes I wonder if they ever show the people the videos of themselves, if they ever get to see them. Because if she was to ever get free, you know, that would be a reason for her to not ever drink again, or at least never drink and drive again. I imagine if you're in a situation like that and you've killed 2 people because you were intoxicated and behind the wheel, and you know you weren't with, I imagine that if you were to get out and have a chance at life again and the free world, that you would choose not to drink. You know, for her, that may be a condition of her release if she ever gets out. I don't know. I just thought that was pretty sad. So, you guys, I know it's the weekend. I know y'all want to have a good time and be out. Those of you that drink, please be careful out there. And if you have too much to drink, don't drive. Let somebody else drive for you, or crash somewhere, you know. Not crash your car. I mean, stay somewhere where you don't have to worry about driving. So, I haven't drank in a lot of years, and I just, you know, I can't now because I have too much, you know, with my health, and I don't want anything to have a negative impact on the medication that I take for my blood pressure when I do take it. So, but yeah, for those of you that do, just be careful out. Just be careful out there. Well, I'm gonna get down on the floor and get my earring real quick, so I can have them both in. And then we'll go downstairs and get my stuff together and hit the road, because it is time for me to be on the roadway now. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later.